Hello and welcome to Valuechain News. I am Naomi Oleribe. First, the headlines. Western countries learning the hard way from fuel subsidy. Buhari, Silver reviews plans by federal government to increase gas reserve. Petrol must sell at 165 naira NMDPRA. And now, the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has said that his government will not scrap fuel subsidy for now, as current realities make it impossible to do so. The president also mocked calls by Western institutions for Nigeria to end the expensive payments, saying such calls had become hypocritical as Western countries are now paying subsidies. The president said this in written answers he sent to Bloomberg in response to the organization's question. The interview was published on Tuesday. Most Western countries are today implementing fuel subsidies. Why would we remove ours now? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. What our Western allies are learning the hard way is what looks good on paper, and the human consequences are two different things. My government set in motion plans to remove the fuel subsidy late last year after further consultations with stakeholders, and as events unfolded this year, such a move became increasingly untenable. Boosting internal production for refined products shall also help, the president said, pointing out that Nigeria's capacity to produce refined fuel is due to step up later this year and next as private players and modular refineries come on board. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timipre Silver, yesterday said Nigeria could increase its gas reserve from 260 trillion cubic feet to 600 trillion cubic feet to serve the Trans-Sahara Gas Pipeline project. Speaking in Abuja during the ministerial meeting on the reactivation of the Trans-Saharan Gas Pipeline project, Silver disclosed that Nigeria has sufficient gas reserve for the project. He expressed Nigeria's readiness for the implementation of the project, saying a lot of sponsors have indicated interest to fund the project, noting that the cost of gas was rising, but because the project was not conceptualized, therefore Nigeria could not harvest from the present gains. Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority has insisted that fuel price must remain at 165 naira because it is a regulated product and the prices are fixed. This was disclosed by Mr. Ubugo Ukoha, Executive Director, Distribution Systems, Storage and Retail Infrastructure, NMDPRA, on Tuesday after visiting jetties in Apapa, Lagos. Ukoha revealed that the war between Russia and Ukraine had led to an increment in the cost of automotive gas oil, also known as diesel, which is used in transporting petroleum products from the depots to the retail outlets. So, when we observed that this poses a big challenge in the movement of other products, we made the presentation to the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timipre Silver, and Mr. President graciously approved that the freight rates for trucks be increased, he said. The Group Managing Director of the Nigeria National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited, Mala Mele Kyari, revealed yesterday that in preparation for the much-talked-about energy transition, the company has been restructuring its business operations. Kyari spoke at the first National Extractive Dialogue (NED) in Abuja, co-hosted by the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative (NEITI) and Spaces for Change (S4 I4C, an indigenous civil society organization with support from the Ford Foundation. The program was designed to provide stakeholders in the extractives industry a platform to discuss the issues of contract transparency, extractive resources benefits sharing, and energy transition in West Africa. Kyari, who was represented by the Group General Manager, Governance, Risks and Compliance, Mr. Chris Akamiro, noted that the aftermath of COP26 in Glasgow has shown that the world is committed to energy transition. I would like to assure you that as NNPC transitions to a calmer company, we are restructuring our businesses to take advantage of the opportunities that energy transition will bring forth, Kyari stated. China's first oil refinery with dual frequency and 5G plus industrial internet went fully operational on Tuesday. Its operator, the Huzhou Petrochemicals Company under China National Offshore Oil Corporation, announced. Located in Huzhou city of China's Guangdong province, the smart refinery boasts 8 intelligent applications such as a 5G explosion-proof intelligent inspection robot, 5G plus augmented reality, AR remote collaboration, 5G operation, and artificial intelligence AI monitoring, refining industrial internet application platform, and many other mass innovation ecosystem of digital applications. The inspection robot, for example, can automatically avoid obstacles and climb hills in an area equal to 140 standard football fields, replacing manual inspection. In addition, workers can have real-time remote consulting with experts through AR glasses. The AI monitoring system can undertake static and dynamic uninterrupted monitoring, automatically identify toxic gas and other abnormal conditions, and transmit site data. The Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative (NEITI) yesterday insisted that the removal of fuel subsidy will free the economy from bondage. Executive Secretary Dr. Orji Ogbonnaya Orji, who spoke at the first National Extractives Dialogue (NED) in Abuja, stated that on June 29th, NEITI will release a researched policy advisory on the cost of fuel subsidy to Nigeria. The publication, he said, will outline facts and figures to reinforce NEITI's position that removal of fuel subsidy will free the economy from bondage and benefit the poor. Before we end the news, here's a recap of our headlines. Western countries learning the hard way from fuel subsidy. Buhari, Silver reveals plans by federal government to increase gas reserve. Petrol must sell at 165 naira per litre. NMDPRA. And that's the news. I am Naomi Oleribe. Good evening.